me. And just give me a thumbs up or something.
Okay. I'm gonna go back. No.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you so much for agreeing to come here and listen to this very important educational, informational session. I'm going to tell you about a profession that I feel helps promote God's purpose in our lives, and that is the profession of a child life specialist. So for a moment, I want you to go with me. I want you to, in your minds, imagine that you are a 7-year-old child. Go back to when you're 7 and you just woke up and you had your favorite cereal. You got on the school bus. But around 10 in the morning, you start feeling kind of bad. And then you start feeling worse and worse as the day goes on. And by 12 noon, you're rushed to the hospital. And at the hospital, you're around unfamiliar people. It's an unfamiliar place. You're afraid. And you're given an unfamiliar diagnosis. I want each of you, there's a paper in front of you, to go ahead and open that paper and just look at what it says, because that is your diagnosis that you're given when you go to the hospital. It's scary. It's scary sounding. It's a long and unfamiliar word. But after these tests and this diagnosis, all of a sudden, the unfamiliar doctors, they come in and they tell you, your parents have to leave the room because we have to do a procedure. What is it that you need at that moment? Well, today I'm going to tell you about a profession, like I said, that answers that question. It's a profession I've had experience with. As you know, my daughter Sydney was diagnosed with cancer, and a very important part of her care team was that child life specialist. So the next few minutes, I'll give you information about a child life specialist. I will tell you what a child life specialist does. I will tell you what you have to do to become a child life specialist. And I'll tell you what the compensation or the income range is for a child life specialist. The information that I'm giving you is easily found at www.childlife.org. And that is the Council for Child Life's website. So what do child life specialists do? Number one, child life specialists are first and foremost educators. They are educators who do 3 things. First things that they do is they inform. I'll give you an example. When Sydney was diagnosed with cancer and she was getting ready to start chemotherapy, the child life specialist came in with a book. And in the book, they had this person called a chemo shark. And the job of the chemo shark was to go around and eat cancer cells. And by reading that book, she was able to explain to Sydney what chemotherapy was and what it did. So it made the process a little less scary for her. And we all understood what it was. Child life specialists also inform the parents. They spend time talking to the families of the patients. So over a period of time, as they develop relationships, they inform the patient, which is a child, about their situation, their procedures, their diagnosis, and they inform families. Child life specialists are educators that equip. Oftentimes when you have a medical diagnosis, you have to go through different procedures. And so let's just say shots and needles and blood draws. One of the techniques that a child life specialist taught was, please ask the nurse to count to 3. And then when they stick, you blow. Now, you would think this is something very simple, but over the years, in our experience, has very much helped Sydney, because every time she gets ready to get a needle stuck in her, she says, wait, please count to 3. And it helps her feel powerful or in control of the situation, and it's no longer as scary. Now, third, a child life specialist is an educator that comforts. They build relationships with the patients. in these settings, whether it be in a clinic setting or a doctor's office, or whether it be in a hospital. And they often know the favorite activities of the children who are in care. So they'll come along and they'll bring by activities and games. And if the kids just need to talk, they're there to listen. So first and foremost, Child Life are educators. Now you may ask, what does it take to be a Child Life specialist? It takes a couple things. One, you have to have an education. No less than a bachelor's degree, but a lot of them have master's degrees. And their degrees are in subjects such as human growth and development, or psychology, or education. In Georgia, the only program that I have found is at the University of Georgia. They have a special Child Life specialist program there. It also takes an internship. Child Life specialists have 480 hours of an internship.